Today, we are taking a break from this monstrosity to start on another monstrosity. We've been ignoring this for way too long, and we've already got half of the parts, and I'm thinking this would be a perfect spot to put all this. We don't have too many machines, so it shouldn't be too difficult to set this up. But we've got pretty much everything that we need here in the swamp. A crap load of water, tons of resources, so why not? My goal is going to be 1 nuclear pasta per minute. Yep, only 1. Because if I do 2, that happens. Or let's try 5. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with 1. Because waiting is something I will gladly do if it means keeping my sanity intact. First things first, we need to clear out all of this stuff. So I know this is a blueprint. We just get rid of this, like so. And that's a blueprint. Any other blueprints? What do I have in here? Nothing important. All right, nice clean slate. So, going back to the modeler, I really want to plan this out properly because I want there to be walkways and truck stations and stuff like that. So I think we're gonna kind of do it like how we did the nuclear facility, and we're gonna work backwards like we're doing here. But we're gonna hook things up and make sure they're operational as we go. So if we go back into here, we're gonna go ahead and... Oh, I just had a great idea. So I'm gonna have this in the middle and then all of the other machines surrounding it. I think that's how I'm gonna do that. So if we open this up, we're gonna go production particle accelerator. Oh my God, we need turbo motors, and I know exactly how we're gonna do that. We are going to set up an awesome sync just to get the tickets, and then no power. What are you? Oh, there is no power. Crap. All right, it's got power now. We're gonna print out our coupons. We're gonna just buy some turbo motors. I actually had thought of just doing this. I'm missing screws. Are you kidding me? That is crazy. All right, turbo motors. All right, I'm just gonna buy 1. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Shut up, Ada. All right, let's get back. There we go. Alrighty, let's try this again, shall we? I could probably get rid of all of these. There we go. Plenty of room. All right, particle accelerator. So, I don't know exactly. I guess we'll just put it like right there. No rhyme or reason. This is the first one I've ever built. Kind of looks sick. All right, and then this is going to be nuclear pasta. We are going to do 1 per minute. So we're gonna, whoops. We're gonna overclock it to, I guess, 200. There. So now we're just gonna work backwards. And we are going to have to worry about power. But I'm pretty sure we are solid on power, at least for this nuclear pasta factory. Yeah, so we are producing this much. So we have some to work with. We also have power. And that's another reason I'm only doing 1 per minute, because we don't have our nuclear power plants up and running yet. So we're gonna need to really limit the amount of power that we're doing. I'm not exactly sure why there's a pipe right here, because I don't think any of this is liquid. So I'm not sure why it has a pipe output, but that's fine. Or no, that's a pipe input. Like what other recipes are there? Oh, we might have to unlock recipes once we get to phase 5. Okay, fair enough. All right, so we need constructor. So we only need 200 per minute. So that's 200 of these. I mean, 2 of these to make 200 of these. That's a lot of freaking copper ingots, though, going in there. I guess copper powder is, like, crazy expensive. I don't know. And as we're building this, I want to make sure that we're able to make it look good, like, infrastructure-wise. So I might actually move this. I'm just not sure where to move it. Actually, I think we might not work backwards. So let's go ahead and... What? Oh, cooling systems. So I'm gonna place my turbo motors and everything into DD. So I think I'm gonna do kind of like a section for each, kind of like how I'm doing over here. So I'm gonna start with, I'm probably gonna put the refineries over here because this is gonna be completely separate. We're gonna make new water extractors. We're not gonna take anything from what we already have over here. So we're gonna start this like right here, and starting with refineries, and we're gonna do the inputs right over here. So I go like that, make sure everything's lined up. We good. 16 refineries. I'm thinking I don't know, I might stack them, but I kind of like the spread out view. So next up, we're gonna do constructors, but I want to make sure. So hold on. Okay, so 13 of these are going to be copper. So we need to get a bunch of water up here, which won't be too difficult. It's only 320 water that we need, so I'm pretty sure we can do 2 for now, and then bring them up here. Yeah, I think this will work out pretty well because nice spread out land. We're gonna be doing logistics and architecture as we go, so everything, like, we'll have space for everything. I'll make sure of it. Got all these set up and ready to go. I tried to color code them, but I figure sign would probably be better. That way I can keep track of my thoughts, which machines do what, and hopefully it makes this a little bit smoother. Now I need a kappa node. Pure will work. I'd rather it be something lower because we're not really doing a whole lot. We only really need 480. So I might grab this one over here instead, because then we can just bring it all the way down here straight. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So let's go grab that one. Go ahead and pick up some slugs while we're out here as well. Yeah. Alrighty, so here's the normal. We're not gonna do any crazy belting. Hold up, did I get this? I did get this, okay. But I am just going to place a miner, and then probably just going to snaky belt it across, because there's not a whole lot I can do in terms of making it level and flat. So yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do here. So we're just gonna snaky belt it until we get to the platforms, and then we'll go from there. We'll make it all neat and stuff once we get there. I wish there was like a mod or a feature or something that told me where the nearest power pole is that actually has power. How useful would that be? That would be kind of sick, because right now I'm looking for my nearest power pole, which is so far away. Holy crap. All right, so I'm gonna run an additional power pole, or whatever they're called. Power tower. We got our 480 per minute. Now I just need to snake it all the way there. This should be fun. I honestly have no idea how I'm gonna get this through here. I might actually take this belt around the water extractors. I think that is going to be the way to go. So yeah, I'll go ahead and hook this up to this, and then yeah, should work out swimmingly. And I'm thinking I might reuse this belt. Yeah, we're gonna tie it in to this one, and then we are going to sink all of this limestone, and we're gonna delete this little tiny concrete This was just for testing that building, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. And then this belt, we're gonna continue it along this edge over here. Sound like a plan? Before we continue though, I need to sink this limestone. Clear out these belts. Call it a day. Oh, come on. How is that not powered? Right here. So I know I have some powered stuff down here. Yeah. And now it should be sinking all of that. I can't see it from here though. Yep, there it goes. All right, cool. We just needed it for a second. All right, cool. It's caught up. We're done. That's it. That's all I needed. All right, I'm gonna keep belting this. All right, so we got all the copper belted. We will have to turn this on, let them fill up, but now we need to get a couple water extractors down here and then probably just pipe it up right next to, yeah. I did some lifts, that way I could fit the pipes in. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do the pipes now, because we gotta start right here, and then I'll just bring it all down. Yeah, I think that'd be fine. Because one pipe can come down and we can do the pipe junctions and it'll evenly fill it out and everything. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We do need to make a couple water extractors. I'm gonna leave room for a lot more because we're gonna need a lot more. So, but for now, we're just gonna do 2 and we're gonna even them out between 320. So each one will be producing 160 water, because we can't just max out. I guess we could just max out one and then do 20 for the other one, but I'll do it evenly. Water extractors are down. I'm going ahead and powering stuff, or running the lines, so that all we have to do at the end is connect one pole and then we're good on power. But we've got our pure copper ingot refineries all good to go. And it is quite hilarious that once we get these copper powder constructors down, that's it for the copper powder. Like, this is literally all just for copper powder, which is kind of insane, but it is what it is. And then we will start on pressure conversion cubes right after that. That honestly is not gonna be as tough. There's gonna be a lot of craziness happening. Why is this at 0.4? Okay, we're good. We good now. I mean, there are a lot of connections and stuff, so maybe this is gonna be kind of difficult, but honestly, this was like the majority. Like, if you look over here, constructors is pretty much all we need next. So I'm thinking I might get all of these going down here. Yeah, this is gonna be kind of rough because I need to divide up the copper, which I'm sure will be pretty easy because it's only doing 92. We can do 780 per belt. No, we could do 12. I don't even remember what freaking mark belts we have. 780. So we would technically just need 2 belts because we need 1200 ingots. Yeah. So we can easily divide that up. So we've got 13. So the middle, I don't know. I'm going to do the math and I'll divide this up as evenly as possible. But I need to place, okay, so I don't know how far away I should put the particle accelerator because I need to get into this right now. So we're actually just going to go like this. We're going to put this like way the hell over here. Actually, dude, I don't know where to put this. I have no idea. I kind of sort of have some semblance of an idea. I was thinking maybe put the particle accelerator right here on an elevated platform and then everything surrounding it going into that. I think that would look pretty cool. So we're gonna try that. I think that's a pretty decent placement. I didn't really count out, but it looks pretty centered, and then everything will just go around it. So I need to map out the platforms here. So we're actually gonna go ahead and go like this, and we are going to lock that put it in place. Come on. Oh, whoops. Why is it not where? Why is the orientation off? Stop being off. We're gonna put it in place of this and then raise it up to about right there. And then we're gonna get rid of this, and then we're gonna build a platform up to here. So like this, bring this up until it looks like it. There we go. And we're gonna zoop this out, and then zoop this over here to about right there. And then fill in the rest. So what I did here, since we have 13 belts, I did 6 into one belt and then 6 into another belt. And then this one right here is the 13th one, which is in a splitter that splits it evenly between those two belts. Now we just need the constructors. And the hardest part about this is just literally just deciding where it goes. Somewhere neat out of the way, and it needs to feed up into that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring these belts over here and kind of stick to the border or something. I don't know how I want to do this. Guess I could just put them right here. Screw it. So we're just gonna feed them directly into this, because why not? And then we'll just merge the belts, and then have one belt go over there. So I do need, let's get another power pole over here, and then we'll just place this right here. Not really concerned about the look of the power. I don't have time to, you know, put it underneath and line everything up, so we're just gonna roll with this. So copper powder. What are my overclocks on this? 200. Okay, that's a simple clock. So copper powder, and we're gonna go 200. And then, actually, no, we do have to divide them up. All right, that's fine. All right, so we're gonna go copy and paste. Cool. So we got those done, and then since it's doing 100 or 200 per minute, we're gonna go ahead and do a simple merger. So that is going to do or complete the copper powder that is required for the nuclear pasta. So there we go. Copper powder is done. Now, I don't know if I just want to go straight there. So I'm gonna try to figure something out. And I think as we go, as long as this doesn't mess anything up, I'm gonna just delete what we've already done. So we good. We are good. So now we need to worry about constructors. So we only have 12 more constructors to go. I think we're gonna start with the assemblers next. Do like a line of assemblers and then a line of manufacturers, since that'll be next in the mix right here. We only need 3. So we're gonna put up 12 constructors and we'll see what we need from there. I actually meant to say assemblers. I want to do the next line of assemblers. I don't know how I want to do this, because constructors fit perfectly right here. We only need 12 more and they're small, but I'm also going to need all the space for the belts to go into there. So decisions. Where are the majority of our constructors? They're all just one-off constructors. There's 2 right there, and those are smelters. Yeah, so I think we're just gonna do the assemblers next. And then how many assemblers do we need? We need 7. So yeah, we'll just do a line of assemblers. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do any rhyme or reason, actually. Sectioning it off is just super difficult. Case in point over there, I bit off way more than I could chew. And I honestly don't even know how I'm gonna finish this nuclear power plant without tearing everything down and restarting completely. But I digress. let's go ahead and get some assemblers down. I went ahead and just belted it. Screw it. We'll work around it. Not a big deal. Assembler time is actually a blender that I need right here. That's crazy. I wonder if it'll just slot in here. Let's see. Let's see. Where's blender? Blender. Oh, is it? Oh my God, it's perfect fit. Perfect fit. Look at that. Look at that. It's a thing of beauty. It's a thing of beauty. So apparently the blenders are the same size as the manufacturers. The more you know. I'm actually thinking I'm going to start like the blender and stuff process on this side and have it expand off over here, because we're gonna need a lot of space behind the manufacturer and blenders and stuff. So I think we're gonna work backwards from over here. I think that's gonna be the way to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and tear all this down and get something whipped up over there. All right, that section is now complete. We've got this set up to do pressure conversion cubes. All of these are good to go. Fused modular frames, all their underclocking is complete. And now we need a constructor going into these, because I need aluminum casing. So one constructor can feed 2 of these. So we're gonna just go ahead and build a constructor back here and feed them in. They're a little uneven, but that's all right. We're just gonna put it right here. Nope, right here. Let's see what the middle is first. All right, there. Then we'll put a handy dandy splitter right about here. Ooh, actually, we might need to go over a little bit on this. There we go. Easy peasy. What's next? We've got aluminum that we have to... Okay, so this is where it starts getting hectic, because I need to follow the lines, and this is crazy. This is crazy. So I think what I'm gonna do is just take what I need from here and then just kind of do something a little like that. And then this will go here, and then these will go here as well. So we have all of them lined up. So this is the row that we need to do. Oh man. So I'm gonna go ahead and set all of those up in a nice, neat little row here. I might move this back, that way we have some extra space in between here. So yeah, that's actually what we're gonna do. So go like this. We're gonna move this constructor way back to like there, and then connect that. I need to... I don't even remember what I needed. Oh yeah, and I think it was 83. Oh, what the hell? Oh, I need one of these. 83, I believe. I think so. One of these should be 50. Yep, 50, and then this one should be 33. 32. Okay, I was off. I was off by 1. So 882. There we go. Okay, let's rock and roll. So we're gonna need 2 assemblers, a constructor, and a refinery for this one. So I'm probably gonna start them right here. Actually, I don't know, because we're also gonna need... Well, no, I guess for this one we only need 2 different outputs, and these are gonna go into... So the computer, we're gonna be using Crystal Computer, so we need an assembler and a manufacturer. We already have these belted, so assembler, manufacturer there. I think I'm gonna do the manufacturer first, like right here, and then assembler. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. It's not gonna look pretty, but I think we'll be all right. Why is this not... That's weird. That's the snap point. That doesn't make any sense. Bring that over there. All right, cool. So this, let's go like this first. So we're gonna bring this like right here, and then we're gonna go in like that. Ah, too far. I'll go like this, and then bring it in here. That way we're dodging the belts so they don't clip. And then this is gonna be crystal oscillators. Now, am I using the alternate recipe? I am not using the alternate recipe, so we are good there. And this is going to be overclocked to 200. I keep alt-tabbing and looking at my modeler. And we're good there. And then this assembler is going to be crystal computer. So crystal computer. And then this one is going to be underclocked to 60%. Lovely. And then this will actually need to split this off. So I'm thinking I might go over this way, come around here, over top here, and then go into... Ooh, that actually works out really well. That works out really, really well. I'll show you why. Because if we go ahead and put a splitter right here, we can go like this. And then we can go around this way. Dude! It like automatically hugs the machine. That actually worked out pretty well. That's sick. Alright. Toot my own horn here. So that completes that one. Now, I want to go ahead and do the blender next, which we already have the aluminum casing that's coming from here. So all we need to do is belt... Actually, we're pretty much... Wait a minute. I messed up, actually. This belt needs to go over to the blender. So what we're going to do is we're just going to simply go like this, go like that. And then we are going to get rid of that, get rid of that. Can we get lucky? Is this gonna let us like just... No, that's what I thought. Ooh, actually, is that gonna clip? Yo! I'm getting so lucky here. So the blender is actually done, except for the nitrogen, but that's gonna be easy because I'm pretty sure there's a bunch nearby. So nitrogen, let's see. I know there's, yeah, right here. So we could just see how close we are to that. So that's not gonna be a big deal. And I'm pretty sure you don't need, like, it's gas. So you don't need any pumps or anything like that, to my knowledge. So we're pretty much done with that. Now, this, what's the other input here? Oh, we only have 3. Okay, cool. So we're done with this blender. We just need, manufacture. We need to complete this manufacture, which is also only 3 inputs. Hold on, what the hell? What am I doing here? I might have messed up. I might have messed up bad. Okay, looking over it, I do not think I messed up. So I think we're good. I think we're good. Looks a little disorganized, but hey, it's gonna work. That's all I'm worried about. But we're also gonna make this, like, we probably won't see these belts. I'm gonna put some infrastructure here. We're gonna have walkways, maybe even roads, because I want this all to tie together and look kind of like a mini city. But now I need to figure out the overclocks and all that good stuff here. I'm using iron pipes. So iron pipe for this, but I actually need to split this and feed it into here. So what we're gonna do is we are going to do a splitter. So splitter. Let's go ahead and do something like this. Like this. And then this can go connect right there. And then this. We might have to go up like that. So let's see. Let's see. I'm not sure if that's gonna clip or not. I guess we're gonna find out. So I think that, oh, damn it. That's the downsides of trying to get this at a level without a freaking hover pack. That looks level. Can we get it in here? Frick! Alright, so we're gonna have to point it this way. Unfortunately. Right there. Alright, and it doesn't look like it's gonna clip. It kinda clips, but I'm okay with that. Alright, so we are good to go here, here. Alright, sick. And then this is going to be wet concrete. If I could not get caught by the belts, that would be nice. And this needs to be underclocked to... That's crazy. I need to underclock it. That's wild. But hey, it's what Modeler says. This also needs a splitter as well, because not only does this take concrete, something else takes concrete. Was it this? Something takes concrete, and I don't remember what it was. Yeah. It was the encased industrial pipe. So we're gonna have to split this off, bring it around here, which doesn't look like it's gonna be too difficult. I might actually just bring it around the back. Ooh, actually, no, I can't do that. I don't know, I'll figure something out. Actually, I guess I could just go like this. And then we'll go like this. Bring this out into a splitter. Or actually, like that. And then I'll just toss a splitter right here. Go ahead and line it up for... Okay, yeah, so go like this. And that doesn't clip, so we good there. We could probably go default height. Or no. No, we'll have to go up one. So about right there. And then we'll do the same thing over here. I think it was 1, 2. And then we'll have to figure out how to get this over here. Oh, come on. You can't, like, give it to me. Okay, I have an idea. So we're gonna do this again. And then we're gonna 1, 2, point it this way. And then it should let us... Bing. There we go. Minimal clipping. Everything looks good. All right, cool. So that takes care of the encased industrial beams. What do we got next? Oh, I should probably... Okay, yeah. We're good. So now the concrete is good to go. Next step. So everything highlighted is what we already have. So really we only have... Like if I delete this... machines. Wait, why is it not counting the machines now? That's weird. Okay, whatever. Oh, well, I'll just go ahead and do that. So... Man, I wish I can see the count of the ones I have highlighted. That would be ideal, but whatever. So this is all we have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 structures left. And then we can fire this bad boy up. Actually, that's not counting miners, but miners will be easy. That's not a big deal. So let's get to the next step. We're gonna start with these. So I need a constructor and an assembler, which doesn't seem like it would be too difficult. So we'll do pretty much the same thing as we did with this. We'll just leave a giant gap. That way we know we have the space. So we'll go probably about that far. So we got constructor, and we'll put... I don't know. Actually, we're gonna do this. We're gonna line it up, and then, yeah. Go like that. And then we're just gonna bring it back. It's about right there. And then I should probably line it up with at least one of the inputs. There we go. And now we can go back. So about right there, and then we'll put the constructor right next to it. I am not copying and pasting simply because I don't want to confuse myself with... Wait. Why is that the snap point? That's so weird. Why can't I just do that? All right, and then this go in there, and this will go from this way. There we go. And I can't remember what recipes. So stitched iron plate for this. So stitched iron plate, and that is going to be clocked at 71. Actually, we'll just say 4. 71, 1. Okay, that works. Because the last digit actually has to be a 2, but I don't think it matters. Yeah. No numbers change. So we're good there. And then over here, we need aluminum rod, wherever the hell that is. Do I not have that? Brick. It's gotta be in here somewhere. No. Aluminum rod. There it is. How come this doesn't pop up when I type rod? It does. Why didn't it do it the first time? That's so weird. Okay, so we're good. We got aluminum rod. Everybody stop panicking. And then we're simply gonna do 16 here. Lovely. So we are good to go with that. Now, what else do we need for here? The crystal oscillator. Wait, I think we already have. Okay, cool. So next up, we're actually gonna start with this. So we need a constructor, 2 constructors, and an assembler. We have 33 point. Wait, what? Oh, I need to add another. I needed 36. So there we go. So 36 quartz crystals from there, 28 cable from here. We got another stitched iron plate right next to a stitched iron plate. I should probably just combine these since they're right next to each other. I don't understand why. So I need 9 total. So we'll go 9. No, I want this to say 9. Why are you not saying 9? What the hell? 9. There we go. All right, take that back. Yeah. So I don't even need this. We'll just split this off and we're good to go, I think, right? Hopefully. Guess we'll find out. So that takes care of the assembler there, and that actually frees up space for the circuit board assembler. So that actually worked out quite perfectly, and it fits right in there like a glove. We might have to move this belt back a little bit. No big deal, no big deal. We just go ahead and do something a little like this. There we go, and then bring that in there, because for this we're gonna have to kind of do like a little go over. So we're just gonna go like this, that, toss that right there, and just to make sure I'm putting it in the right one. There we go. So I need 3 circuit boards from this. Am I using an alternate recipe? I am. So silicone circuit board. So let's do that. Let's do that. Silicone circuit board. We need 3 of these. And I think that does that for that row. Going back to the drawing board. These are all complete. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 more machines before we get to the smelter, the miner part of everything, which that part should be pretty fun, actually. I'm actually kind of excited about that. And I honestly probably could have made this a lot more compact since we're literally only doing 1 nuclear pasta per minute. Yeah, we could have brought this in a lot. It's all right though. It'll kind of look cool, I guess, having stuff like overlapping each other. I don't know. We all have to remember I'm still brand new to this game, so everything that you're seeing is all new territory for me. So I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes, and lots of mistakes are being made on the daily. So next up, we have a couple smelters here, and then this goes here, and then this goes here. Just trying to align everything so that I know where the next row is. Then these go here. And then, yep, that goes into there. So basically, I'm trying to line up all of these that I need. This is going to be going to a miner, so we're not going to worry about that. This goes into there, so I think that's it. Because that goes into there. This, ooh, okay, so this goes into a crap ton of stuff. So, but luckily, it's only about 238 ingots per minute. So we can do that off of a freaking impure node. So we are not wasting anything there. I'm pretty excited about that. So 4 of these will just split evenly. Actually, I could probably just do, no, because I'm just gonna listen to the modeler. When in doubt, listen to the modeler. So these are what's up next. We're just gonna kind of go down the list.
A few moments later.
I have been busy trying to figure this out, and I wouldn't even be able to begin explaining how all of this is working. But this right here is actually coming from 3 of these. I went ahead and combined all of my iron wire to go over here, which kind of reduces it down to 3 constructors. And I put those 3 constructors into this merger, which then short lifts up to a splitter, which only needs to go to 2 machines. So that machine, that machine. Nice, neat little trick, I guess. But I already configured all of this and belted all of this. So I'm gonna have to deal with just a little bit of clipping, unless I can like kind of get this to go that way. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I guess I could. We could do the under the ground trick, like under the platforms. I don't know, but that's what I have so far. And just to update this, we have all of this, these. So, whoops. I accidentally unselected. Whoops. Stop unselecting. All right, cool. So we have, not quite sure why this isn't connected to anything. I'll have to figure that out. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a bunch of smelters and stuff. So the smelter is going to be going into a lot of stuff. Yeah, why? I honestly don't know why I have this here. I don't see anywhere it can connect. Yeah, I have everything connected. I mean, it doesn't mess anything up, so guess we're gonna roll with it. And yeah, everything's good. Okay, so next up, I need to figure out how to get these belted with minimal clipping, because I'm not exactly sure how I want to go about this. I'd rather not clip, but if I actually have to, I'm not gonna be too broken up. And it's not that bad of a clip. It almost looks like it's not clipping. So we might just roll with it. Or, actually, that would be kind of an easy fix. Because all this is going into is that one over there. So I can just move this up a little bit. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that right there. That way I have all my settings saved and stuff. And then go like this. And we'll fit it in here. And whoops, I lagged a little bit. Save that. And then just simply go up 2. I don't know. Yeah, see? So we can just go like this. Get those like so. And now we have all of our room that we need. It's a little off alignment, but I think we'll live. I was doing a little bit of exploring around the area, and I forgot that we had crude oil here. And I'm not sure what the purities are, so impure, impure, impure. Are they all freaking impure? Oh my god, why? 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 Literally every single one of them's impure. That's crazy. Hold on, let me see what it says on the map. Literally all impure. That's all right though. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because if we do start hitting the cap on power, we can just whip up a little turbo fuel factory or something like that, just to get some residual fuel, you know, like so we don't run out. Because the nuclear power plant is going to take a fair bit of time. We are going at it pretty slow, and that's because I am brand new and I have legitimately bit off way more than I can chew. Like, look at that. There's just so much. And I don't even know what to do next. It's crazy. Jumping ahead a little bit, I went ahead and finished out what we needed. We had these two smelters right here doing aluminum. I basically just hooked everything up. So we've got the aluminum scrap going into these smelters, the alumina solution going into this refinery, and then the excess water from here going into another refinery, doing wet concrete, and then we're just gonna sink the concrete. Now, some of you might notice that I already have a wet concrete refinery over here that I could probably just pipe the water to, but I already have all this hooked up and calculated and stuff like that, so this is going to be its own separate thing. We're going to sink this, whereas that one is actually meant for production. So this is the waste, that's production. But for the most part, all we really need now is to hook up any external resources like nitrogen gas. We need some raw quartz. We need, I think, some copper, some iron, but watch this. Ready? You guys want to see something really cool? Right below us. Right freaking below us, there is a pure iron node. Now, the pure iron node is going to be a little overkill because we don't really need that much. We only need 21 ingots right here, another 21 there, 21, and then I think this is copper. Nope, more iron. So really it's only like 20, 40, 60, 80, not even 100 iron ingots that we're gonna need. But we do need to bring in some, oh no, we're good. I thought that I missed like a smelter or something in line here, but no, this, all of the connections, like the endpoints, is only gonna be the raw materials. So we have everything hooked up that we need, minus the raw materials. So iron, copper, raw quartz, bauxite. We need bauxite for here, which I believe there's another bauxite node in the swamp as well. Yeah, there we go. And I already have them mine, or like a miner put on them, but I'm not even using them. So we're probably gonna scoop up one of the impure nodes. I'm not even sure if I have a Mark III miner on it. I can't even find them. It said I claimed them, but where? You guys remember in the older episode, or an older episode, where I had drones over here at like kind of a bauxite factory, or I don't know, a bauxite area. Yeah, right over here. What the hell? Oh, they are over here. Okay. I couldn't find them. But yeah, see, we already have some bauxite. Like this node, that's a normal node. I would rather do the impure node. So let's see. Yeah, right here. And yeah, see, it's still only Mark II. That's how long it's been. So we have our bauxite there. Iron we have over there. Nitrogen is really close as well. I think we already scanned for this earlier in the episode. Yep, right over here. Can grab the nitrogen from over there. And wait, where else was that? Oh, that's way over there. Okay, this one is gonna be kind of a doozy. We're gonna have to do some curvy pipes going through the scenery. And then, of course, copper and limestone. We already have, oh, there's copper right there. Actually, yeah, we belted this copper all the way over for those refineries that's doing the copper powder, which, oh man, we're super far away from this. These ones right here. Now, I cannot remember if... I also deleted the last 3 refineries because I put them over here. So these are just purely for copper ingots. But, let's see. 24 times 13? Yeah, 24 times 13. That's 312. Yeah, we have plenty of copper we can use. So I'll probably belt some of this over to here. So yeah, so we're good on copper. Limestone, same thing. We're pretty good on limestone. I would like to get one that's a little closer though, because that's a limestone right there. Okay, perfect. Pure. I think I'm the only person who hates when I see a pure node. There's normal, because that means this is such an overkill node for what we're trying to do. We only need like 36 right here, 100 right there, so that's 136. You see what I mean? Like, this is gonna be so overkill, but I guess we'll roll with it. Now, this shouldn't, emphasis on shouldn't, cap us on power. We have around 10 to 12,000 megawatts to play with. That will take up to, well, it says an average of 1,000 megawatts. So this is going to be our, you know, power sinkage. So if we go into here, it says, yeah, up to 1,500 megawatts. So hopefully we're good there. Dude, I didn't think, like, look at all this. This is all for just 1 cube or 1 nuclear pasta. That plus all that over there. I mean, that's nothing. That's just copper ingots. But now imagine trying to do something like 10 nuclear pasta per minute, or 20, or 50, or 100. You would simply, well, roughly multiply this by whatever number. So this is just one freaking nuclear pasta. So think if it was 100. This entire freaking, it's just like the half of the map. Like, all of this would be the factory. That's just crazy. But I think it's time to start hooking stuff up. So let's go get, I think I'm just gonna start with iron. Yeah, because we need to get some iron ingots in here. Oh shit, all of these need smelters. Quartz. Okay, so 4 times that. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're probably just gonna max out the miners. I don't really care if the miners halt and stop and stuff like that, so we're just gonna roll with it. Plus, I'd like these to be super saturated. All right, where's that iron node? I know you're around here. I know you're around here somewhere. There you are, right there. Okay, where's the hole? Okay, so we can just probably come up directly like from here. But that is what we will do. Iron is dealt with. Just wait for it to fire up. I'm not even gonna overclock it or anything. There's no point. So we're just gonna leave it as is. I need to finish connecting these up. All right, cool. So we're good on that. Now we need to run a copper line, and actually we'll do the raw quartz next since we need it for 2 different machines. Let me see what else we got. It's really easy to figure out what you need, like which machines need what, because I'm just looking at all the inputs. Oh, we need some iron over there too. So, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't hook this one up. I am going to have to figure out where to bring this from. Actually, we'll just do another smelter. And then this one will go to that. Yarp, yarp, yarp. So we're gonna go like this. No. Damn. I need smelters for all these stupid things. I just really messed up. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Because what I'll do is just point this way, do a bunch of smelters like right here, and then we'll come around. Wow, I can't believe I just made that mistake. That's such a rookie mistake. How the hell did that happen? So I'm gonna leave these splitters here because we are gonna need them for the ingots. And it's kind of funny because I have the smelters in line right here. Like, I don't understand how I missed that. All right, but like I said, easy fix. Let's get her done. Problem solved. So I just had to add in these. So we have 7 smelters total on the modeler. So we have 2 over here. Those are for aluminum. And then we have 4 right here for iron. That's 6. And then 7 for copper. So we're gonna deal with the copper here in a sec, but I need to rebelt all of this. So we can use the same line. I just need to bring this wall or this little pillar up closer. A little something like that. So we got our smelters done. They're gonna be going into there, Okay, so now I need copper. So that's an easy one. So we're gonna go like this, wrap it around here. Into there we go. Now, what is the overclock that I need on this? It's actually an underclock. So we need 13.2. All right, so now we need to go find copper. Copper. And it's probably a pure node for 13.2 ingots. That's just insane. Okay, so we have... Oh, yeah, I forgot. We were just going to take from over there. So I technically don't even need this smelter. I'm just going to bring in some ingots. I'll just add 13.2 to that. Nah. We're just going to take directly from the belt. So we're going to... Damn. That's going to kind of suck. But what I'm going to do, it's going to look kind of funny. But I am going to bring this down even more. So we actually need to go like this. Probably put it like right here. And then we'll bring this down yonder. Yes, I said yonder. What of it? Actually, we'll come out one more tick on this. So, like right there. That way, this will clear the ladder and we won't have any clippage. And then I'm just gonna hug everything. That way it goes around the border. Like, we're gonna bring it all the way around here. Right here. We're gonna turn right here. Come all the way down. Curl in here. You know what? No. We're just gonna come around here. I thought it would be funny to just do it that way, but yeah, so we're just gonna belt it into here. So actually, let's go ahead and just do that now. There we go. Now we got some copper. Now I need to go grab some quartz. I actually don't know if there's any raw quartz around here. Hopefully there is. Okay, that works pretty well, actually. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with this raw quartz, but we're gonna go find out. Let's go check it out. I don't know if I showed you guys that I built this gun and I have the homing rifle or the homing ammo in it, and it's so awesome, man. This is especially good for bees. The bees are super easy to clean up when you have this gun, but I went around for hours just killing stuff just to get some DNA capsule points to build my tickets back up when I used every single last one of them to complete out phases and stuff. So I had to build up my resources again. So I built this gun had a freaking blast with it. I vaguely remember coming in here. I know this is to the quartz right now. So, oh no, I know what it is. Uh-oh. I needed silicone restock or whatever. So I have it all going into a dimensional depot. Yeah, see? So, dude, that's so many lizard doggos. Do I have berries? Berries. Actually, I was thinking I might trap them, but nah, I'm not gonna bother with it. Okay, so we're just gonna take from this line. We're gonna do, it's a merger. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go like this. And we're gonna go smart splitter, and we're gonna line these up. Like this. And like this. And then we're gonna program this. This is gonna be overflow, and then, all right, no clippy. And then this is gonna be none. And this is going to be any, because we want all the silicone to go this way. So we don't even need the raw quartz. We're gonna belt this directly in, so we don't even need the, oh wait, hold on. We do need raw quartz. If you see right here, so we're probably just gonna, here. So I just went ahead and belted all the raw quartz because we are gonna need raw quartz. So I'm not even gonna belt the silicone or anything like that, but we're gonna meet this up with this belt and kind of go down as far as we can. And hopefully this works out. I'm gonna need to do some landscaping, as you can see, which is not a big deal. All right, now the question is, do I want to branch off? Actually, no. I think I'm gonna keep bringing it all the way down until we meet up with this belt. Yeah, so I think we're gonna keep going and just follow the copper up. All right, we got our raw quartz all the way over here. I'll give you guys a little glance at how I did it. So I essentially just followed the copper. So that's essentially what I did. And I belted it over top here. I did the mini lift trick. Yes, this is clipping, but this is clipping that I actually like because it almost looks like it belongs. Like it looks like it's fused in there. Everything's symmetrical and nice and neat. So I actually like that clipping. But yeah, I just essentially just followed the copper, brought it up, brought it around, and now I'm gonna hook it up. And then I think we just need coal and bauxite, and then I think we're done. I think we can start, oh no, and water extractors. So I need to get some more water up here. But other than that, we're almost ready to rock and roll and start getting our nuclear pasta going. I'm kind of excited about this. Raw quartz is now all settled. So I have this going into a splitter that goes into this one, and then this goes into a lift all the way over here into this. So we are good to go on raw quartz. Now we need bauxite and coal and limestone. So limestone will also be an easy one since we already have the belt highway going for those. So here, let me show you guys what I am looking at. So limestone, we already have the copper, so we're good there. We got the raw quartz, so we need limestone, coal, bauxite. So we got the limestone there, and then we need to work on nitrogen. That's pretty much it, and water, but water's going to be a cakewalk, so that's not a big deal. I am forgetting one thing though. My pump. Should probably make sure I remember that, because if I don't, then we're gonna have a problem, and I'm gonna be racking my brain trying to figure out what the hell is going on. So I just checked, these are both overclocked to 250. So that pipe right here is actually bringing up 600 water, and these only need, we'll say, 25 a piece. So 25 times 13 is 325. So 600 minus 325. We have 275 water that we can work with here. So we might not need to even do that. Now, if I go over to my Satisfactory modeler, we only need 100 here. Oh wait, no, that's coming from there, so that's not a big deal. So 139, 169. Yeah, we can just bring the water directly to these, so we don't even need any more water extractors. That's amazing. So we are gonna do that now, and I might just follow this belt, so I might need to add some more platforms. So let's go ahead and zoopy doopy this over. It's about right there. If you guys are wondering how I'm doing more than just regular zoopage, I have infinite zoop mod where I can basically draw whatever I want as long as I have the materials. Oh no! Oh, I thought I ran out of fuel. Okay, we gotta pipe this over. All right, pipes have been run or ran. Right here is a little weird, but I'm okay with it if you guys are okay with it. But basically just split it off there, kept that going. So that pipe goes to that and that for the water. This one is wet concrete, but it's already taking the water from this one. So that's pretty good. And then I just have this underclocked to match that. Because this is just going into the sink, where we're not doing anything crazy with this. We are going to bring some limestone and hook it up right there. But other than that, yeah, all this concrete is just getting trashed. All right, time to do bauxite, coal, and then we are going to get started on nitrogen, which won't be too difficult. We just have to get it over here. That's all. And it's fairly close, but we'll have to do some curvy pipage through the trees and stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and get bauxite and coal, and I'll catch up with you guys once we hit the nitrogen phase. But I think for coal and bauxite, we're just gonna go through the ground. I think that would be the most beneficial way to do that. Save space, and since the bauxite is literally right underneath us. Well, it's over there, but what do we got for coal? Oops. Oops. No, I didn't want to do that. All right, coal. Probably have to go a ways away for coal, but I'm not too concerned. Oh my God. Come on. Okay, all right. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. But we're gonna take this impure node. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark that like this. Select infinite large. Coal for pasta. There we go. And then the bauxite. I don't have to mark that. I know where that is. And then I guess I'll go ahead and mark the nitrogen as well. And we'll go with that. I think it's around here too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, right here. So go like this, select infinite large, nitrogen for pasta. All right, cool. So we've got coal and nitrogen right here. Bauxite's about right here. I think that's all that we need. Oh, limestone, but we already have limestone. That's gonna be coming from here. We're gonna just follow the copper lines again. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all that done, and I'll catch up with you guys when it's done. I got the coal hooked up. I'm running power over here so we can get some nitrogen, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this little sluggy boy. Oh yeah, baby. All right, then we're gonna bring this. I would prefer there not to be a lot of clipping, but I'm not really that concerned with it, if we're being honest. I just need power to get down here. That's it. All right, and then I'm gonna replace this with a Mark III. Okay, so seriously, get out of here. You know what? I'm not even gonna waste any. I'm just gonna hack him to death with this thingy. All right, now disappear. Away with you. Dude, he already disappeared. Okay, that was crazy. Another sluggy. I hear a Mercer sphere somewhere. Now, I could get out my object detector, but I kind of want... Okay, I think it's underneath. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Even though we are so done with Mercer spheres that... That always creeps me out. But yeah, we're so done with like Mercer spheres and stuff. I could probably, like, the only reason we have 12 is because I just overkill on all my dimensional depots. So, all right, we've got one of these bad boys. And then I'm not even sure how much. Okay, so let's get the power here. Where's my power pole? Because all of these are impure, I believe. Oh, no, they're not. Oh, that was the oil that was all impure. Okay, so we are going to load these up, but we're not going to do anything with them yet. We're just going to toss them on here. And then we're only going to take one pipe for the nitrogen because we don't really need a lot of nitrogen, so it's not that big of a deal. But I do need to see... Okay, so how much is the impure doing? Trying really hard. Me too, pipe. Me too. All right, so this is 30 per minute. I need only 25. So that's pretty dope. So we're just gonna take from this one. Yeah. So we're gonna put this right here for now, just so I know which one I'm taking from. And now I have to figure out where we're going. I need to get up. Actually, where are we going? I think we're going this way, so I just need to curve it around and go that way. So let's go ahead and get this up here. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so it's that way. So we're gonna go through this canyon. We're not doing any platforms or anything like that. So I am gonna redo this, and then we're gonna turn it that way. All right, here we go. Oh, brother. That was some crazy piping, but we didn't do anything special. No platforms or anything. I just brought it directly underneath the blender and then just fed it up there. So now it should start filling up. It is slowly filling up. There's a lot of pipe to fill up, so that's gonna take a while. And I'm pretty sure I don't need, since it's gas, I don't need... Yeah, okay, cool. So that should be filling up. We've got the coal, we've got the limestone, we've got everything we need. We got the bauxite. I'm pretty sure we're good. Oh, actually, I need water to go in here. So we only need a little bit. Is this water? Yeah, this is all water. Oh, wait. No, I already have this good to go. Yeah. So I already have that piped up. This, we don't need the output for that. So yeah, I guess we just need, so we can plug this back up. Cool. So let me go double check to make sure this nitrogen is actually... Okay, cool. So we have 1 meter. So it is filling. Just, okay, there it goes. Yeah, so it's gonna be a while before this actually fills up and pressurizes. I don't know. I might need to put a pump. I have no idea. Nitrogen is something I haven't really worked with a lot, so still haven't figured out nitrogen. But we're gonna roll with that. So with this, we just need an awesome sink. We're gonna place it right in here. Look at that. Like a glove-ish. I mean, that right there works for me. As long as it's not like super clippy. Yeah, baby. Let's go. So that's gonna go into there because this is just the dumping ground. I should, because this is also, oh no, it's not. This is not this is actually being used for a recipe. So I think we're good. I don't see anywhere else that I'm lacking. All my inputs are good. All my outputs are good. We are looking good. So I'm gonna go ahead and start powering these up. I'm gonna place a bunch of these all around, get them all connected, and we should be good to go. Okay, I think I have everything powered up. Or not powered up, but hooked up. So now all we have to do is hook the power up. So I guess there's nothing else to do except get these all hooked up. So we're gonna go ahead and bring over one of these bad boys. Since we don't have any around here, we're gonna go ahead and bring one of these over there and then hook it up. I'm a little nervous about this, but it's just a baby factory. We should be okay. We should be able to pinpoint any issues that we have, hopefully. This up here. All right. Let's see. Is this one hooked up at least? Okay, it is. So we have about 15,000 megawatts to play with. So here goes nothing. What's going on? Why is the water not coming? They're pumping. Okay, it's just taking a minute. Okay, cool. All right, so I am going to observe and hopefully we'll start seeing some results. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be slow going, very slow going. Pretty cool watching everything spring to life though. It's been a minute. We've been working on this stupid nuclear power plant and not even dealing with any power or machines or anything like that. So it's gonna be nice to see some movement over here. It looks like those are going into there. This might take hours. I don't even know. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and let it do its thing for an hour or two, and I'll catch up with you guys hopefully when it's running efficiently. My first mistake. Wait, why is this not? Okay, there it goes. So my first mistake is the copper ingots not being hooked up. So I gotta go ahead and do that. That is a big mistake. Wait. That one I did. Oh. Okay, I see. And I didn't do these ones over here. Okay, I see what's happening now. All right, now we should start seeing a lot. Copper powder, all right. Okay. Let me go up here and hopefully start seeing some. So we need pressure conversion cube. Trying to figure out what's going wrong. Okay, so we're good on nitrogen. We need aluminum heavy modular frames. Radio control units are not getting computers or aluminum casings. All of this is probably gonna be just me forgetting about connecting belts. That's pretty much the problem that I'm gonna have here. We're good there. Steel pipes. Why are my steel pipes not? Iron pipes. So my ingots. Aha, see? Told you I'd forget something. So I need these ingots. Let's go over there. So, dude, that actually works out pretty damn good. Because all I have to do is bring this over here. Let's make sure we're on straight mode like this, and then we're gonna lift this over that away, and then we're gonna go like this. Put that as close as possible. Reverse, or no. That, connect those up. Come all the way over here, and then we're gonna be going in right there, so we need to bring this over this way. Oh, come on, man. Seriously? Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so I'm gonna have to just bring it up like so, and then line this up. Go like this. So let's bring this down so I have a alignment point. And then this will be lined up with that. And then this with this, hopefully. Nope, it needs to be over one. Damn it. There we go. So now we have some ingots. Hell yeah. All right. Next up, what else are we having issues with? And these are already backed up, but I'm not even gonna hook it up to a whatchamacallit, an awesome sink until, because once these materials start rolling in, we should be good. Now, how long is it gonna take to craft this? 100, so 2 minutes. Then, okay, yeah, so it looks like everything's good to go. It's just a big waiting game now. Aluminum. I need to know what's going on with the aluminum. So my aluminum ingots are over here. Why is this? Are my splitters not working? Okay, so I might need to redo this. So let's bring this over here. There we go. We have liftoff. Oh, that's so beautiful. So beautiful. Casings are filling up, and my modular frames, they're getting there. They're getting there. Because I only need 1 per minute for the blender. Yeah. All right. I think now it's just a waiting game. I think I have everything belted correctly, powered correctly. Why are these halting? Okay, they're just filling up. Yeah, this is gonna take a few hours. We got our first 2 radio control units about to pop out. Still waiting on this heavy modular frame. Just need 3 more industrial beams. There's 1. Damn, how slow is this going? 18 seconds. Oh, exciting stuff. We're about to get our first pressure conversion cube. Hopefully. Oh yeah, baby, let's go. That takes forever, but I have to keep it underclocked. Everything has to be 100%. Well, it doesn't have to be, but at least near 100%. Ah, this is exciting. Hurry up! Here we go. And it's almost caught up. Like, the industrial beams are almost caught up to it already. But all the other machines have to kind of balance out for that to actually... So this is not going to be 100% off the bat, but... Oh yeah, baby! Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh wait. No. This is going to be going into here. Oh yeah, baby! Let's go. Okay, so... That's only 60 seconds. So, we good. Wait, how many is this making? 1 per minute. Okay, all right. That's fair. Fair, fair, fair. All right, let's go see if this has... So, yeah, we only need 1 more there. All right, cool. So, it looks like everything is working as intended. Or else we wouldn't get to this point right here. This will probably be the first episode in a while I've actually achieved what I wanted to in the episode. I wanted 1 nuclear pasta. I'm getting 1 nuclear pasta. Oh yeah, baby, here we go, here we go. Another 60 seconds. You know what I didn't look up? Is nuclear pasta irradiated? Probably should have checked that. Nuclear pasta extremely dense, degenerate matter found It doesn't say that it's radioactive, so I'm gonna assume it's not. If it is, we're probably just going to put it in the air. I don't know what else to do. I'll just do like a little tower or whatever, just a storage container up there. That way we're not, yeah. We almost done down there? No, he's not done yet. Here it comes. That is the coolest freaking sound ever. Oh, that's so cool. my god, it's gonna explode. It's gonna explode. Dude, that looks so sick. And we already have another one. Bruh. This is probably my favorite machine in the entire game right now. That just looks so freaking cool. But alright guys, this has been the nuclear pasta episode. Now, granted, it's only one nuclear pasta per minute, but as I said earlier in the episode, I do not care about waiting. I would rather wait than have this entire map full of machines doing only nuclear pasta. Now, later on, I will expand on this simply to sync the materials, because I think it's like almost 600,000 points per nuclear pasta. So we'll definitely be reusing this. I might zoop it, actually, or sloop, not zoop. I could probably just sloop it now, but I don't see the need for it. So we're not hurting for the material. This is literally just going into the elevator. So we're not gonna worry about it. But we wanted one nuclear pasta. We got one nuclear pasta. So I don't know what we're gonna be doing in the next episode. Because like I said, I kind of went in over my head on this. So we might actually downsize and then start with a simple, like maybe 4 generators or something like that. I should check my power. Okay, yeah, we're good. So yeah, we're still really good. Even when this goes up into like 30 range, like we're still good on power. So we have plenty of time to do up the nuclear power plants. But I think I'm gonna do this nuclear power plant how I did this over here. We'll do a center point with probably just 4 nuclear power generators, maybe even just 2, just to get started, because these things fully overclocked, they generate 6,250. So just 2 is what, 1,300 or 12,500 or something like that. So we're not building super mega factories every single thing we do. So this is overkill. We will never go through this amount of power in this save. It's just not possible. So we technically don't even need nuclear power. I mean, once we get into phase 5, we might, but that's so far away. Well, kind of far away. I mean, we're taking care of the nuclear pasta now. So that's what I'm gonna do. In the next episode, we're gonna knock out the other part, which is thermal propulsion rockets, which take a lot of the same stuff. Turbo motors is gonna be easy, apparently. Dude, we have all of this already going. We have all this crap automated already, except the turbo motors, but look how easy that is. We already have the these cooling systems automated. We have radio control units. We have modular engines. We have rubber. We have it all. So yeah, next episode, we're going to do the last elevator part. I know this was kind of a lengthier episode, but I got to thinking lately that I don't care how long the episodes are. I just want to finish what I started, if you know what I mean. I don't want to cut an episode just because it went over in time. So I'm not adhering to, whoops, save lag. But I'm not going to adhere to time schedules and stuff while recording anymore. It just doesn't make sense, and it makes it so I can actually finish projects. So anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to like and subscribe. It helps the channel way more than you know. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'll have a link for that down in the description, as well as a link to Discord if you feel like joining that. I also stream on YouTube Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on this channel. So if you're on YouTube at that time, feel free to stop in and say what up. But with all that said, thank you guys so much for the support. It really means the world to me. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.